Hey there, Aries. This is the reading for the period between March 6th and March 13th. I'm going to be looking at the impact of the new moon in Pisces that occurred depending on where you are between March 2nd and March 3rd. And then we're going to go into your current energies and get some advice from your future self. So Aries, if you follow astrology, basically there is the Mars and Pluto matchup that's going on in the beginning of March. So if you are someone that is kind of grumpy, not in a good mood, then you want to be extra careful and cautious about that. The new moon in Pisces would be a new start for Aries in the 12th house, which is basically has to do with darkness, secrets, fears, things like hidden enemies. And since the new moon in Pisces is kind of about dreams, intuition, the deep down insides, might kind of be double whammy for Aries. So I'm going to take a look here at what you got. And like I said, the last row is some advice from your future self. And I'm going to go through and lay all these out. And then we'll go through it and clarify. So, in the first column there, we have prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. So the impact to you, Aries, for the new moon in Pisces would be prosperity lies ahead. So that would basically indicate that maybe if you were looking at your dreams, your intuition, you were kind of tapping into it a bit. You have the Star, the Three of Cups, and Eight of Pentacles. So some type of perhaps healing was going on. Three of Cups is kind of like celebration of relationships, and then Eight of Pentacles indicates, your work. So it seems that the new moon in Pisces had a pretty good impact on you. Your current energy is celebration. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. So still good things going on currently. You have the Lovers card, the Eight of Swords, and Princess of Swords. So it indicates that, you're making decisions for your long term. Perhaps there is a sense of not being able to move forward in some respect, and that you are maybe doing some investigation in the learning process of something. And for advice from your future self, you have never-ending story, which kind of suggests that it's a narrative that we kind of keep going and telling. Perhaps it might be about a job that you got laid off from, or a relationship that didn't work out, or a friend that, turned out to be not who you thought they were. But it's kind of like a story that keeps going on. And basically, you have the High Priestess, Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Cups. And this is kind of indicating to me that the focus really shouldn't be on, you know, the woe is me type of stories. It should be more about what you are embracing, tuning into, kind of manifesting positivity in your environment and with yourself, feeling good about yourself. So let's do some clarification with how the new moon in Pisces impacted you. I'm going to clarify the star. You have the King of Swords. So it seemed like if there were some type of hope, something that you were hoping for, certain decision was kind of made that secured what you wanted. I'm going to clarify the Three of Cups. You have the Five of Wands. So if you've been feeling that there was perhaps conflict or just, you know, minor annoyances or disagreements in your friend group, social circle, that the new moon in Pisces kind of brought, you know, that to either a resolution or it just didn't matter anymore, and really celebrating your friendships. So with the Eight of Pentacles, the focus on work, you have the Six of Cups. Perhaps it is a something from your past that inspired you. Perhaps if, you know, in this Eight of Pentacles, in this deck, this person is painting. So if there was something from your past that inspired an art piece, inspired some kind of creativity, if you're a writer, if it inspired a story or a, you know, a point of view that you're telling a story in, you know, that type of thing. So for your current energies, you have the Celebration, the Lovers. Let's clarify that. You have Seven of Wands. So basically, just if you have an inner conviction, like a knowing that you want to accomplish something, it seems with the Lovers card, you are making those choices for your long-term success and happiness. Let's clarify the Eight of Swords. You have the Princess of Wands. So with the Princess of Wands, it's really looking at exploring your environment, exploring yourself, exploring how you want to express yourself. So Aries, I would say with this celebration energy, just celebrate yourself a little bit more. Take a look at, you know, the way you operate in your environment and how you want to, I guess, you know, just one step outside of that box. You don't have to, you know, when you're in the Eight of Swords, it's a little bit difficult to recognize that you have that ability to kind of make great things happen. So just take it one step at a time and just recognize new things about yourself. And it will kind of start to flow. You have this Princess of Swords, so it indicates that there's already some investigation or trying to learn more information going on already. So I'm going to clarify that. You have the Nine of Swords here. So basically, if you're having some trouble sleeping, perhaps nightmares, keep a dream journal. Take a look at that. That's a good way to kind of investigate what's going on in your subconscious. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be an overriding effect on you at all. But there is this never-ending story, which is a message from your future self. So I'm going to clarify the High Priestess here. You have the Queen of Swords. So it's interesting over here in the how the new moon in Pisces impacted you at the King of Swords. So it seems that there's really a call for you to make balanced decisions with your heart and mind. You can speak your truth honestly, but just know when to share certain aspects. With the High Priestess, there's a lot of secrets or knowledge that the High Priestess has. So I would say it's kind of telling you to know when to say at the right time to the right people for the right purpose. So it seems that the goal here is, happiness. Let me go ahead and clarify the Ten of Pentacles. You'll have the Four of Wands, which is, party, celebration, could be marriage, could be any type of celebration of a milestone. So with the Ten of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, it kind of indicates that happy home, happy family. And I'll clarify the Nine of Cups. You have the Five of Swords. So basically, I would say it's saying, definitely be happy, take pride in what you've accomplished, and for sure take whatever joy you have and share it with those in your community. But know when to walk away. It's kind of in terms of the High Priestess, knowing when to say something and how much information to give. I would say just if you feel like there is a situation where you're right and you want to kind of say it, maybe kind of look at whether or not it makes a difference. Is that person ready to hear it? Is that person on their own kind of journey to figure out themselves and really not wanting to, be confronted with your happiness and your joy? So, yeah. But overall, it looks like it's a pretty good reading. The bottom of the deck here is the Hermit, so it kind of indicates a sense of peace, knowledge, wisdom, and that this has really put you in a good place, Aries. So I'm hoping this provides helpful perspective for you, and we'll see you next time. Take care.